With more than 8 million species of animals existing in the world, it is understandable that we do not know most of them. In this sense, from the most remote and unexplored corners of the planet, creatures emerge with characteristics so extraordinary that they challenge our imagination. These creatures have from exotic forms to bizarre behaviors that will surprise and delight you. From small amazing beings to mysterious giants, each species brings with it a unique and fascinating story. In this video, we will meet a world of strange creatures, some that defy logic, others that seem out of a fantasy world, but all of them are real and part of the rich diversity of the animal kingdom. Without further ado, let's embark on this journey to discover what are the strangest animals in the world, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, activate notifications and share the video with your friends. Lowland streaked Tenrec. The lowland streaked tenrec is a fascinating species of tenrecs endemic to Madagascar, possessing unique and interesting characteristics that distinguish them from other tenrec species and mammals in general, such as the characteristic of being the only mammal capable of stridulating, that is, producing a strident sound, which they use to communicate. The lowland streaked tenrec has a slender, small body, measuring between 10 and 15 centimeters in length and weighing between 50 and 100 grams. Its coat is short and dense, and its name is attributed to the distinctive streaks that run by your body. This species generally exhibits a coloration ranging from brown to gray, with black or dark stripes along their back, flanks, and sometimes their face. Their eyes are relatively large, and their ears are rounded. A notable characteristic of the lowland streaked tenrec is the presence of yellow-colored spines on its back. These spines are longer and more pronounced compared to other tenrec species, and when threatened or during interactions with other individuals, they may erect their spines as a form of defense. These tenrecs are mainly nocturnal and solitary, spending most of their time on the ground of the tropical rainforest, but they can also be found in trees, as well as being excellent diggers, being able to dig tunnels and underground galleries to shelter and search for food. Japanese spider crab. The Japanese spider crab, also called the Japanese giant crab, is notable for its impressive size and is considered the largest arthropod in the world in terms of wingspan. The Japanese spider crab has a large, spiny body with long, thin legs that resemble the legs of a spider, hence its popular name. Males tend to be slightly larger than females, with a wingspan that can reach almost 4 meters and a weight of about 19 kilos. In addition, this species has a diamond-shaped carapace and a coloration that varies from reddish to dark brown, which allows them to camouflage themselves on the ocean floor. The Japanese spider crab is mainly found in the deep waters of the Pacific Ocean, along the coast of Japan, preferring to live in areas of colder water, at about 300 to 400 meters deep, although they can also be found at greater depths. This species feeds on a variety of prey including mollusks, smaller crabs, fish and organic debris found on the seafloor. Due to their deep water distribution and reclusive behavior, little is known about the specific social behavior of this species. Saiga. The saiga antelope is a species of antelope found in the steppes and semi-arid regions of Central Eurasia, including parts of Russia, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and some areas of China. The most distinctive feature of this antelope is its uniquely adapted nose, as the nose is long and proboscis-shaped, with prominent, separate nostrils that extend downwards towards the mouth, and this adaptation helps to filter and warm up the cold air during the harsh winters and also to filter the dust suspended in the air of the dry steppes during the summer. Saiga antelopes are less than a meter tall at the shoulder, can measure up to 142 centimeters in length and weigh between 26 to 69 kilograms, while their dense, bristly coat changes color according to the seasons. In winter, the coat is thicker and lighter in color, while in summer it is thinner and acquires a reddish-brown tone. These animals are migratory, moving in large herds to find areas with better grazing conditions during the seasons, and this mass migration can be impressive, with herds made up of thousands of individuals. Unfortunately, this species is facing a serious threat to its survival, and in recent years, a devastating outbreak of a mass bacterial disease has caused a dramatic decline in populations of this species, resulting in a serious conservation crisis. In addition to poaching, habitat loss due to human development and other diseases have contributed significantly to declining populations. For this reason, the International Union for Conservation of Nature classifies the Saiga antelope as critically endangered on its red list of threatened species. Naked mole rat. As the name suggests, the naked mole rat has bare skin without fur or bristles, except for some sparse bristles in certain areas of the body, such as the snout and around the lips, which makes them one of the animals with one of the most exotic appearances in the world. This species usually reaches 13 centimeters in length and weighs about 35 grams, has cylindrical bodies, short legs, relatively large heads, and its front legs have strong claws adapted to dig underground tunnels. The naked mole rats are highly specialized subterranean animals, spending most of their lives tunneling into complex, mole-like systems that help protect them from the outside environment and also provide access to resources such as underground roots and tubers that make up your diet. In addition, these rodents are social animals that live in colonies, where each member performs a specific function in the community, such as digging tunnels, defending the territory, or caring for the young. The naked mole rats are native to some regions of East Africa, including countries such as Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia, and Djibouti. They have a surprising longevity for a rodent, being able to live more than 30 years. They are able to survive up to 18 minutes without oxygen and are objects of study and research due to their biology and unique characteristics, as they are notable for their resistance to pain and cancer, which has intrigued scientists in search of clues to understand and treat this disease in humans. Pink fairy armadillo. The pink fairy armadillo is a species of armadillo found in South America, more precisely in Argentina and in some neighboring regions, being known to be the smallest armadillo in the world, as it generally has a total length of about 10 to 15 centimeters and weight between 120 and 150 grams. Like other armadillos, the pink fairy armadillo is an excellent digger, as it has two massive sets of claws on its front and hind legs that help it dig burrows in the ground. In addition, this species also has a carapace composed of hard shields that cover its upper part. However, unlike many other armadillos, they do not have a movable shield on their tail, while the color of their coat is reddish-brown on the upper part and lighter on the lower part of the body. These armadillos are nocturnal animals, which means that they are most active during the night, coming out of their burrows in search of food. Their diet is mainly composed of insects, especially termites and ants. These small armadillos are found in areas of soft and sandy soil, such as dune regions, pastures, and savannas, and due to the lack of detailed information about this species, the Red List of Threatened Species of the International Union for Conservation of Nature classifies the conservation status of the species as unknown. Star-nosed mole. The star-nosed mole is a species found predominantly in wet and swampy areas, ranging from southeastern Canada to the eastern United States. This species has a compact body, adapted to underground life. Its fur is thick, soft, and dark in color, usually varying in color from brown to black. The distinctive nose is the most distinguishing feature of the star-nosed mole, as it is highly sensitive to touch and is covered in about 22 tentacle-like pinkish-colored appendages, which are called Eimer's organs. These appendages have nerve endings, allowing the mole to detect tactile, electrical signals and vibrations produced by its prey and the environment around it, making it useful for hunting, as it allows the mole to find prey even in murky water and in environments dark. Like other moles, the star-nosed mole is an excellent digger, and thanks to the previously mentioned characteristics, this species locates its prey through the ground, and its diet consists mainly of small invertebrates such as insects, earthworms, larvae, and mollusks. Physically, the measurements of the star-nosed mole can vary between 15 to 20 centimeters in body length, about 8 centimeters in tail length. Weight between 30 to 80 grams in males are generally larger than females. Blobfish. Found primarily in the waters around Australia, Tasmania, and New Zealand, the blobfish typically live at depths ranging from 600 to 1200 meters below the surface, where the temperature is low and the pressure is extremely high, and can be more 100 times greater than on the surface. The blobfish is famous for its bizarre and melting appearance. It has a gelatinous and flabby structure, which gives it the appearance of a sad or bored face. Its skin is loose and elastic, adapted to the high-pressure environment in the depths of the ocean, have a relative lack of strong bones and muscles, but this is not a disadvantage, as these fish depend on water pressure to maintain their shape. When in its natural habitat, at great depths in the ocean, the blowfish appears to be more normal, but when taken to the surface of the water, where the pressure is lower, its lack of bone structure and adaptation to extremely high pressure from the depths make it flabby and gelatinous, thus creating its distinctive appearance that once made it the ugliest fish in the world. Because they live at high depths, these fish are difficult to study in their natural environment, but it is known that their gelatinous structure and less dense than water allow these fish to float with little effort, and their diet consists mainly of small organisms that float in the water, like crustaceans.